What's up? I'm Patrick and welcome to ISW Reacts. Today I'm reacting to Dimash Qudaibergen, No. This was requested by Kristin. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. She wrote that she loves this song, that it's award-winning and it's another Igor Krutoy composition specifically for Dimash, with an incredible baritone, and later he becomes musical instruments. You'll see. That sounds interesting. I'm very excited for another Dimash song. Obviously, loved everything I've heard so far. Incredible vocalist, incredible musician. It's a great journey I'm on, discovering more and more of his songs, and I'm really looking forward to this one. If you want to be like Kristin and support me and my channel, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can request songs, or you can check out my Patreon where you can find some exclusive content and other things. The links are in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much. Before we start, please also leave a like, consider subscribing, and now let's just get into it.
Исчезает до утра. Мы с тобой два беглеца, убегаем от себя. Я слышу шорох и шаги, нежный шепот вопреки. Я не чувствую земли, лечу. Знай, у любви на небе есть причал. Твое сердце в руки взять.
Very atmospheric, very soft vocals again.
У влюбленных два крыла, в небе бьют колокола любовь, рвет сердца. Кровь застывает без тебя. У меня в гостях мечта, у нее твои.
Always crazy how he's able to shift so seamlessly from lower to higher registers.
Мои чувства бьют в набат. Я ищу горящий взгляд. Невозможно описать твой взгляд. Знай, у любви на небе бьют колокола любовь, рвет сердце.
Crazy. Interesting performance. Okay. Now I know what Kristen meant by he becomes a musical instrument. Okay. What? Incredible. Wow.
Спасибо! Спасибо огромное. Дорогие друзья, разрешите мне, пожалуйста, воспользоваться положением. Сегодня для меня особый день, потому что именно сегодня моей родной сестренке исполняется 18 лет, друзья. Я хочу воспользоваться моментом и поздравить ее с днем рождения, пожелать ей всего самого наилучшего и сказать, что я ее очень сильно люблю. Спасибо, друзья!
Еще раз ваши бурные аплодисменты. Маэстро Игорь Крутой и Димаш.
Какой блистательный союз.
How should he handle all of that flowers?
Поразительно то, что сколько бы раз Димаш не выходил на эту сцену, цветов всегда море. И это говорит только об искренней любви его настоящих поклонников. Еще раз ваши бурные аплодисменты. Игорь Крутой и Димаш.
That's cute.
Это внучка Игоря Яковлевича. Давайте ей поаплодируем. Потрясающая внучка, которая только что поздравила своего невероятно талантливого дедушку. Спасибо огромное.
That was a cute ending. Yeah, another performance out of this world by Dimash. Crazy song, great atmosphere, awesome structure, development, build up in the song, and yeah, a mind-blowing climax towards the end where he shows what he's able to do with his voice. It's another pretty cinematic song, quite dramatic as well, and of course atmospheric. It's got more of a dark atmosphere this time, and there's a constant development both by the instrumentation and by the vocals, which works together very well. The music is blending like those orchestral elements and this beautiful piano with some more electronic percussion or drums. So that's very unique. The swelling strings that kind of expand dramatically throughout the song have a lot of weight and atmosphere, and all of that is of course to support this great vocal performance by Dimash, who shows what he can do in the first two parts, I will call it that way. It's less flexing with his range, but more really setting the atmosphere too, working really well with the mood of the song and the instrumentation, starting with his soft, rich, deeper voice with a little more breathy delivery in some parts of this lower register he sings in. Then the second part he builds to a higher register, or maybe mid-range for him. So it's a step in the development of not only like higher, but also in the intensity and the power he sings with, also with some, I don't know, individual single notes where he puts in a lot of energy, a little more raspy delivery also, kind of as little accentuations maybe. And throughout both of these different deliveries, those different registers, but like I said, not only is it low and high, but it's also softer and more powerful. Throughout he continues to have a really emotional delivery with a lot of impact, but still sounding very clean. And that's one thing I find really impressive by Dimash. And I've read a few comments under my last Dimash reaction saying that there seem to be people who say that Dimash has no emotions in his delivery, and I can't understand it one single bit, because everything I've heard by him so far, he has this technical perfection and this very clean singing, and everything he does is on point. But in everything I've seen, he still has this emotional delivery, and you can hear the emotions, you can feel what he sings, in my opinion at least. And besides all the versatility and range he's got, I think that's one thing that is so mind-blowing for me, that he manages to still put feeling in his voice and create emotional tension and release moments, and not just sing the notes perfectly, because that's hard enough for itself, but I think emotions are what makes music so special, after all, and not just virtuosity. And he does that. He has this control of intensity and this emotional depth in his voice, I think. And then there's of course the climax of the song, which is also the highlight for me. Kristen said he becomes a musical instrument, and that sums it up pretty perfectly. In the end, he's showing his range. Like I said in the two parts before, he's focusing on this atmosphere, on the emotions, on the mood, and having seen some other performances by him, of course, you know that his range is definitely a lot wider. And then in the last part, he shows it with his voice working as an additional instrument, kind of blending with, I think, a violin that also starts this part, but also was playing like a lead melody in the parts before, and yeah, he's kind of joining this melody and this tone, and then sings some incredible melodies, perfectly on point, going up very high, almost again in this like whistling tone, let's call it that, and all of that with a lot of power, but also a lot of perfection and a great melody that adds to the atmosphere. I think the lyrics are also showing vulnerability and honesty about love, or a relationship. Everything is very poetic, so the lyrics sound or read very beautifully, showing that love can mean both strength and weakness. It's definitely talking about the beautiful things about love, about like emotional connection and the desire to be understood and to understand. But it's also at some part, I think, talking about broken hearts, which is is a risk if you pursue an emotional connection like that. If you open up for somebody, there's always the risk of a broken heart. But yeah, that's, I think, nice lyrics, kind of honest and vulnerable, showing love has beautiful sides, love has painful sides, so it's not idealizing that. It's showing more that it needs trust for a relationship to work, but it can lead to pain. Of course, maybe I understood some things wrong. Please let me know if you know the meaning of the song, because I've read the subtitles in this video, but I also quickly looked up a translation, and I feel like there were different things in the translation I just found on the internet and the subtitles in the video. So I don't know, maybe there are also different versions of this song, or it's like just the translations. So please let me know the meaning and what you think about it. I certainly loved everything about this song. I think it was a beautiful, atmospheric song, very cinematic, dramatic again, with a great structure, great dynamics developing throughout the song, both by the music and by the vocals, changing from like a lower register to his mid-range and to this explosive, big, huge climax, where he uses his voice without lyrics, just singing a crazy melody, showing off his range, and everything, especially the first two parts, still performed with a lot of emotion, having moments that feel more intimate, having moments that feel more powerful. Yeah, just a great song, perfectly arranged for Dimash, and then perfectly executed by him and performed by him. Please let me know what other songs by him I should check out, or if you have any other artists you would like me to react to, please also let me know. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.